Hi everyone, I'm Arbala Suarez and I'm going to discuss the Batas Pambansa BLG.232 in chapter 4. So without any further ado, let me start my discussion. Batas Pambansa 232. It is also known as the Education Act of 1982 and was signed into law by President Ferdinand E. Marcos. This Batas Pambansa, it is an act providing for the establishment and maintenance of an integrated system of education. It consists of a lot of sections, but we will just be focusing on three sections: the section 10, 11, and 16. These section 10, 11, and 16 of this law are helpful in understanding the rights and duties of teachers. Now let's proceed to the first section, which is the section 10. It is the rights of all school personnel. So first, let us know what are the school personnel. What are school personnel? School personnel, they are teachers, the principal, administrators, counselors, social and other support staff or employee in the school. They are the one who perform services in our school. So they manage, evaluate, supervise effective and a clear procedure for the operation of a passion school system with their philosophy, their mission, their goals, values of the school. What are the rights of the school personnel? In addition to other rights provided for by law, all school personnel shall enjoy the following rights. The first one is the right to free expression of opinion and suggestions, and to effective channels of communication with the appropriate academic and administrative bodies of the school or institution. This implies that in order to effectively communicate, school employees have the legal right to express their thoughts and information. Schools can share ideas on how to enhance communication for the benefit of a standard education, since they have rights of their own and shared objectives that they hope to accomplish through these proposals and opinions. That's the first one. And the second one's the right to be provided with free legal service. As you will read the number 2, in terms of administrative, civil, and criminal charges, the proceedings by parties will be conducted by the free legal service of the government office to settle conflicts or issues. Meaning that the parties will be represented by a free lawyer from the government office to resolve any disputes or difficulties in relation to administrative, civil, or criminal accusations. Number 3, the right to establish, join, and maintain labor organizations and or professional and self-regulating organizations of their choice to promote their welfare and defend their interest. School employees are free to join unions as long as doing so won't compromise their colleagues' professionalism. The actions of organized labor have to effectively protect the rights of the school employees, as well as they also have the right to participate in seminars, workshops, and other events that they deem appropriate for their interest. The fourth one is the right to be free from involuntary contributions except those imposed by their own organization. For example, the school is able to offer programs and competitions to improve the performance of pupils, of students, due to their voluntary contributions. Another example is the participation in the school's effort to maintain a healthy environment by planting trees and other activities. So that's the first section to section 10. So now let's proceed to the next one, which is the section 11. It is the special rights and or privileges of teaching or academic staff. The further to the rights mentioned in the preceding section, every member of the teaching or academic staff shall enjoy the following rights or privileges. So the first one is the right to be free from compulsory assignments not related to their duties as defined in their appointments or employment contracts unless compensated therefore conformably to existing law. So this is very self-explanatory. So this is the right to be free from being forced to perform tasks that are not linked to the obligation that are outlined in their employment contracts or appointments unless they are compensated for doing so in accordance with the law. So the second one, these teachers must be treated with no, intellectual property. So meaning they are can now own an intellectual property consistent with their applicable laws. So number 3, teachers deemed person in authority when in discharge of lawful duties and responsibilities and shall therefore be accorded due respect and protection. So teachers must be treated with respect and protection because they are considered to be in a position of authority when carrying out their legal responsibilities. So the number 4, this section implies that for the goal of career progression, teachers must have the option to select between alternate career paths in school management, classroom teaching, or other areas. So that's the section 11. So now let's proceed to um, the next one, which is the section 16. So this talks about the teacher's obligations. So every teacher shall, one, in order to fulfill his obligations to the school, he or she must carry them out in line with the institution guiding principles, aims, goals, their philosophy, and objectives of the school. So the second one is that within the constraint of the existing school resources, they must be responsible for the efficient and effective achievement of specific learning objectives in support of the national development goals. So the third one is they need they must report on each student's progress on a regular basis along with specific recommendations for improvement to the student's parents, and also the guardians. So this is very important for regarding on the obligation of the teacher. So the fourth one is that they take on the duty of upholding his professional development and advancement as well as maintaining his conduct at all times in a professional manner. So the fifth one, it talks about the refraining from making deductions in students' scholastic ranking for behaviors that are plainly not symptoms of poor scholarship. So the next one is number 6. This talks about the participation in the school and society as a constructive agent of social, economic, moral, intellectual, cultural and political change within the context of national policies. So that's under the section 60. So I guess that the end of my report, and before I will end this report, I will leave a quote by E.P. Bertin saying that it is not what is poured into the student but what is planted that counts. So I hope you guys learned something about my report, and thank you for also for listening and watching this video presentation. Bye.